Management. Management is a distinct process consisting of planning, organizing, controlling, and staffing to determine and accomplish the objectives by the use of people and resources. Management is a goal-oriented process. Management always aims at achieving the organizational objectives. The functions and activities of a manager leads to the achievement of organizational objectives. Management is pervasive. Management is a universal phenomenon. The use of management is not restricted to business affairs only. It is applicable in profit-making, non-profit-making, business or non-business organization. Even a hospital, school, club, and house has to be managed properly. Management is multidimensional. Management does not mean one single activity, but it includes three main activities. Management is a continuous process. Management is continuous or never-ending process. All the functions of management are performed continuously. For example, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling are performed by all the managers at all times. Management is a dynamic function. Management has to make changes in goals, objectives, and other activities according to changes taking place in the environment. The external environment, such as social, economic, technical, and political, has great influence over the management. Intangible. Management functions cannot be physically seen, but its presence can be felt. The presence of management can be felt when there is orderliness and coordination in the working environment. It is easier to determine the presence of mismanagement as it leads to chaos and confusions to the organization. Composite process. Management consists of series of functions which must be performed in a proper sequence. These functions are not independent of each other. Balance, effectiveness, and efficiency. Effectiveness means achieving targets and objectives on time. Efficiency refers to the optimum or best utilization of resources. Management always tries to balance both and get work done successfully. If there is only effectiveness and if there is only efficiency, it will not be enough for an organization. A balance must be created in both. Planning. Planning means to decide in advance what is to be done. It charts a course of action for the future. Organizing. This is when once the objectives have been established. This is when the objectives have been established through planning. Management concern will turn to developing an organization who is capable of carrying them out. Staffing is the selection, training, and motivating and retaining of personnel in the organization. Directing means the issue of orders, assignments, and instructions that will permit the subordinate to understand what is expected of them. Reportings are either oral or written. Written exchange of information shared between caregivers or workers in number of ways. Commanding, when given orders and clear working instructions, employees will know exactly what is required of them. Coordinating is the act of synchronizing people and activities so that they can function smoothly in the attainment of organizational objectives. Budgeting, it serves as a powerful tool of coordination and negatively ineffective device in eliminating duplicating and wastage. Fair treatment. Managers who value fair treatments allocate tasks and set schedules, keeping in mind people's capacity and development goals. Vision and goal setting. A manager ensures the vision and strategy of the organization is translated into an actionable vision and strategy for the team. This will help the people in the organization to understand how their role contributes to the success of the organization. Fosters innovation. Managers who foster innovation empower their teams to make decisions and to learn from failures and achievements. Communicating. Managers who are great communicators are good listeners. They allow time for others to speak. They have a clear understanding of the organization's vision and share it to the members of the team in a way that motivates them. Caring. Managers who are caring takes time to get to know the individuals in their team. They are genuinely interested in people's success and personal well-being, and they show this by regularly checking in with them on how they are going both at work and outside their work. Next is administration. Administers originated from the Latin word ministere, meaning to serve. Administer means to look after or manage the affairs of people. The words that are related to administration. Agency, an organization, company, or bureau that provides some service for another. Organization, this is the manner or state of being organized. Government controls exercise over the acts of their members, citizens, and inhabitants in the community, society, and state. Management, the act or manner of managing, handling, directing, or control. Department, a distinct of anything arranged in divisions, a division of complex whole or organized system. What is the function of administration? Like in management, it is also planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, and budgeting. For administration planning, means also to decide in advance what is to be done. It charts a course of action for the future. For organizing, once the objectives have been established through the planning, management concern must turn to the development of an organization capable of carrying them out. Staffing, this is the selection, training, motivating, and retaining of personnel in an organization. Directing means the issue of orders, assignments, and instructions that permits the subordinate to understand what is expected of them. Coordinating naman is the act of synchronizing people and activities so that they can function smoothly in the attainment of the objectives. Reports are oral or written exchange of information done by the caregivers and workers in a number of ways. Budgeting, this is primarily recognized as a device for controlling, becomes a major part of the planning process in any organization. Types of administration. Centralized administration. The administrators have permission to access the replica servers at all sites. Individual administration. These administrators are responsible for creating and maintaining replicas, synchronization patterns, and synchronization schedules at their site. Several semi-centralized administration. Sites with major development efforts have local multi-sites administrators and responsible for administering smaller sites. Account administrators, the top-level fully authorized email administrator. Monitor administrators observes the activity and status of the hierarchy. Compliance office and security administrators prevent illegal and unethical conduct across the account hierarchy. Next one is organization policy administrator, manage common settings and services. Compliance office and security administrators. Next, archive administrators. This includes the archive security administrators, archive search, audit, and investigator security administration for the account. Email config administrators maintain mail flow and server connections. Mail flow. What kind of administrative job are there? User administrators manage the day-to-day user help desk needs. Administrative assistant Administrative assistants are commonly seen working in offices setting, providing various types of administrative support. Receptionists are usually seen at the entrance of company buildings or offices, welcoming guests and clients. Office assistants and administrative assistant job titles can be used interchangeably. Both terms involve the same functions such as writing emails, handling incoming calls and messages, filing records, keeping, and so on. Data entry clerk. Data clerks specialize in organizing and storing data for the company. Medical receptionist. Medical receptionist works in clinics and healthcare settings. Office managers. Office managers usually oversee a particular department of a company. Executive assistants provide administrative and office support to kalimutan ko. Clerk. The term clerk and administrative assistant is often used interchangeably. That's all, sir. Thank you.